Today's episode of Netlinked Weekly will be done with me behind the TV. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that at all. So it's, as usual, what's hot, awesome deals, and tips and news, and you're going to learn all about it here on Netlinked Weekly. So for starters, we've got the weekly sale, which is the phenomenal signature sale event. So it's phenomenal, it's signature, and it's a sale event. And as usual, you can check it out on the NCIX website. You can also find a little Linus hidden somewhere in the picture if you check out the link to the banner vault. And you have a chance to win your purchase with the use of Interac and Advantage cards. So if you guys don't know, the NCIX Advantage membership entitles you to cash back on your purchases. And Interac, if you use it online, Interac Online also entitles you to cash back. And you can use those payment methods in order to have a chance to win your purchase. Very cool promo, lots of good stuff going on here. So this right here is one of those products where you go, okay, it's the Razer Hydra. Didn't have the greatest reputation in the world. You know what, it's $39.99. So I don't know if you guys saw that demo someone was doing with Hydra and Oculus Rift. There may actually be a practical use for Hydra, so if you're planning to invest in an Oculus Rift, now's a good time to pick up a Hydra for 40 bucks because that is incredibly cheap. And my PowerPoint isn't working here. There we go. All right. We've also got an A10 5800K CPU with an MSI motherboard for 230 bucks. Remember, all K-series CPUs from AMD are unlocked, meaning that you can overclock them even though it's more of a mainstream platform and not sort of their premium tier platform like their AM3 Plus platform. Also MSI board, hard to go wrong. 230 bucks gets you a quad core with a good onboard graphics card and a motherboard. Next up, we've got a 1 terabyte Seagate drive for $59.99. Storage is so cheap. I don't understand why anyone uses anything other than hard drives to store anything at this point, whether it's like, I don't know what, I mean, do people still have DVDs? Does anyone buy Blu-ray writable discs and archive data to them? Yeah, just get like hard drives and then just like make them redundant because they cost almost nothing these days. Next up, we've got a Samsung notebook. This is a super thin and light notebook. It uses a Core i5 processor. It's got a 1 terabyte drive inside it, and it is 15.6 inches. Most importantly, it is at an extremely aggressive price. It's only 650 bucks if you want to get your hands on one of these. Next up, we've got a projector deal. So this is a BenQ projector, and the exceptional thing about this guy is the fact that, wait for it, 500 bucks gets you a 3D projector. Okay, yeah, it's not full HD 1080p, but it can do 720p just fine, and the barrier of entry for a 3D projection has gotten so low. If you have space for a projector, you can watch movies in 3D should you so desire. Now, I wanted to tell you guys about this. This is an NCIX US thing only, so it's not a Canada thing, but NCIX US and AMD and Sapphire have all partnered up to do some crazy graphics card deals on specific days over the month of May. So stay tuned, check out these dates, be ready for that. If you're planning to buy any of those cards, make sure you come back on that day and check out the deals. Now this is just more of a reminder than anything. In addition to, I mean, so many people still don't know that NCIX ships internationally. Internationally. All you gotta do is go through the checkout. If your country's in the drop-down, NCIX ships there. But in addition to that, NCIX uses almost every possible method of payment in order to enable you to order no matter what. You got a credit card, you got Interac, you got EBP, you got money order, you got Advantage points, you got rewards points. It doesn't matter. The whole list is here. Just remember that. That's one of the big advantages of shopping at NCIX is you can pay in pretty much any way you want. Now on to our news items of the week. This one I thought was awesome because one of these news items was going to be a news item last week. Has the iPad killed the sales of PC? Sales are slumping. Days are numbered. Experts say Windows 8 is causing the collapse of the PC. Okay, so that was last week. We actually ended up not putting that in our weekly news, and it made it in this week because there's a new thing that came out today from CNN saying Windows 8 has lifted Microsoft's profitability 19%. And we're kind of going, okay, so is the PC dying? Is Microsoft responsible? Or are they doing just fine? And is the PC not dying? as someone who's a passionate PC enthusiast and who sees that a tablet is not a replacement for a computer at all. The reason tablet sales are so explosive right now is because people don't have them yet. That's why it's explosive. People already have a PC. So when they have that disposable income, lots of people are opting for the device they don't have yet versus replacing the device that they would otherwise be upgrading. They're looking for new functionality as opposed to upgrading existing functionality. The desktop computer is not going anywhere until cloud-based computing is dirt cheap and the infrastructure to support it is dirt cheap to the point where people don't need a powerful local machine to do their real work and their real stuff. Next thing up is Microsoft's looking into smartwatch prototypes. Personally, I'm extremely excited about the concept of a smartwatch because as much as I like taking my phone out of my pocket every time I want to know what time it is or I want to check a text message or whatever else, a smartwatch is kind of like, it like bridges the gap between the phone and the pager and the watch, and you could do all of that stuff. So you could kind of have it linked via Bluetooth or some other interface to your phone. You could read your text messages, decide if something is important without actually whipping your phone out of your pocket. You could tell time on it, presumably. Probably you could stream music to sort of wireless Bluetooth headphones, all kinds of cool stuff like that. It's a new device that will work in different ways from what we already have, and I find it very exciting. And of course, anytime Bill Gates is in a picture, I geek out because Bill Gates is awesome. He's like the ultimate nerd. So there you go. Thanks for checking out this week's episode of Netlinked Weekly. Don't forget to tune in next week for what's hot, awesome deals, and tips and news from your favorite retailer, NCIX.com.